I've held on to this for so long. The whiskey just makes the silence louder. I slept with her.
She messaged late at night saying she was still out with coworkers and feeling relaxed. I replied that I hoped she was safe and reminded her I was still awake. She sent back a voice note with laughter that sounded slower than usual. I asked gently if she had been drinking more than planned. She said it was nothing serious and told me not to worry so much. Her typing felt delayed, as if thoughts were struggling to line up. I felt that quiet warning in my chest, but chose calm words. I told her I would stay awake until she got home. She replied that I was sweet when I worried about her. A pause stretched longer than before, filling the space with doubt. Then she wrote that she missed me suddenly and intensely. I answered that I was right here and listening carefully. She said nights like this made her want to be honest. I asked what honesty meant to her in that moment. She deflected with a joke that felt forced and thin. I told her gently that jokes avoid truth sometimes. She said alcohol made people talk too much. I replied that truth often waits for lowered defenses. She asked if I promised not to get angry. I said anger depends on honesty, not confessions alone. Another long pause appeared, heavier than the last. She finally wrote that she had messed things up badly. I asked her to explain without rushing. She said she crossed a line she could not erase. My chest tightened, but my words stayed steady. I asked who else was part of that line. She said someone from her workplace, almost whispering through text. I asked if it became physical between them. The silence that followed felt like an answer already. After a long moment, she admitted that it had. I closed my eyes and breathed slowly before replying. I asked if she remembered what happened clearly. She said some details were blurry, but the guilt was sharp. I asked if she had been careful at least. She said she thought she was but did not sound sure. I told her uncertainty carried consequences. She started sending broken apologies filled with crying emojis. She said she hated herself for ruining everything. I asked why she chose to tell me now. She said the guilt felt heavier after drinking. I replied that guilt sober lasts much longer. She asked if I planned to leave her. I said I was listening before deciding anything. She said it was a mistake she would never repeat. I told her patterns matter more than promises. She begged me not to stop responding. I assured her I was still present and calm. She asked what I was thinking right now. I said I was choosing clarity over panic. She said clarity scared her deeply. I replied that lies scared me more. She apologized again with longer messages this time. I told her apologies need responsibility behind them. She offered to quit her job immediately. I asked if quitting restored trust magically. She said she would do anything to fix us. I asked if she truly understood the damage done. She admitted she broke our trust completely. I told her trust breaks louder than hearts. She cried that she loved me more than anyone. I replied that love should protect what it values. She asked if I had ever suspected before tonight. I said patterns whisper before truths scream. She said she felt exposed and ashamed. I replied that truth often feels like standing in light. She asked what would happen next for us. I said tonight we breathe and stay calm. She asked about the future carefully. I said the future requires honest rebuilding. She admitted she was scared to come home. I said fear follows choices closely. She asked if I hated her now. I replied that hate wastes energy needed for healing. She asked if forgiveness was possible someday. I said healing must come before forgiveness. She promised complete transparency from now on. I said consistency proves sincerity. Her messages slowed as the alcohol faded. She apologized again without excuses or jokes. I acknowledged her apology quietly. We stayed silent together through the chat. I felt strangely calm despite the hurt. I told her to get home safely and message me. She said she was on her way. I ended the chat gently without final words. The room felt still and heavy afterward. I realized I had known before asking anything. The question only confirmed what my heart sensed. The story ended with truth finally spoken.